Are you feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of life, struggling to hold on to control? You're not alone. Many of us find it difficult to surrender control to God. But by surrendering control, we open ourselves up to experiencing God's perfect plan for our lives. In the book of Proverbs, we are reminded to trust in the Lord with all our heart. When we surrender control to God, we acknowledge that His ways are higher than our ways. It can be scary to let go, but God promises to be with us every step of the way. Let me share a story from the Bible, the story of Moses. Moses was called by God to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, but he was filled with doubt. He questioned his ability to fulfill God's plan, but when he finally surrendered to God's control, miracles happened. God parted the Red Sea, provided manna from heaven, and led the Israelites to the Promised Land. When we surrender control to God, we allow Him to work miracles in our lives too. In the New Testament, Jesus teaches us about surrendering control to God through His own example. He willingly laid down His life on the cross, demonstrating complete surrender to the Father's will. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it." These words remind us that true freedom and fulfillment come from surrendering our lives to God. Surrendering control doesn't mean giving up, but rather trusting in God's guidance and wisdom. We can seek guidance through prayer, spending time in His Word, and seeking the counsel of wise believers. By surrendering control to God, we release the burden of trying to figure everything out on our own. Instead, we trust that God has a perfect plan for our lives, even when we can't see the way forward. In the book of Isaiah, God tells us, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." When we surrender control to God, we align ourselves with His plans and experience His peace and blessings. But surrendering control is a daily practice, not a one-time event. We may find ourselves taking back control, but we can always come back to God and surrender anew. Letting go of control may feel uncomfortable at first, but it opens the door for growth and transformation in our lives. Surrendering control allows us to release our fears and anxieties and experience true freedom in God. As we surrender control, we become vessels for His love and grace to flow through us, impacting those around us. So today, I encourage you to take a leap of faith and surrender control to God. Trust that His plans for your life are good and surrender your fears and worries into His capable hands. By surrendering control to God, you open yourself up to a life filled with purpose, peace, and joy. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. God is with you every step of the way. If this video resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. God bless you.